President of the United States shouts out an NFL player. So for you to get, and I told you so from the President of the United States, what did that mean to you this week?
Okay, we said it. If you didn't hear it, she said, you got a shout out from the President of the United States. And that's not his first shout out. This is why Kendrick Perkins was saying, hey, he's the most popular. First he said black man since Obama. Then he said just the most popular person. Actually, he said powerful, even more than just popular. So he got some love from Donald Trump. Let's hear it.
Oh, yeah. He definitely been a supporter, for a minute. So I'm just thankful for him from, even taking time out his day to be able to speak out, in support.
Okay. Not much there, blah, 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 but a lot there. So you know how the internet works. Everybody and their mama's like, oh, Donald Trump said, what about Shedeur Sanders? And usually that's not lightning rod opportunity, right? That's the time where it's time to take shots. Shedeur, what you doing? He's accepting some greatness. He accepting some love from the president. That's all he doing. What is Donald Trump doing? He using you for agenda? He using you for some politics? Nah. He actually seeing a wrongdoing in his eyes. Hey, this kid, man, what y'all doing picking on this kid? Why y'all draft him so low? Y'all know he better than that. Why you putting him behind Dylan Gabriel? Y'all know he better than that. Why you don't give this kid an opportunity of fair square? You know he better than that. And then all of a sudden, Donald Trump says it before, and then it happens. He plays good in the Raiders game, and he's like, see, I told you. Simple as that. Now, to me, it's supposed to stay as simple as that. Some people want to take it different places, but the point is they didn't take it different places. Shedeur didn't cry. He didn't shy away from it. He's like, yeah, he's been a supporter. Good stuff. And this is what I wanted to highlight when I saw the back and forth between people about this little harmless interaction between our president and the Cleveland Browns quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. People need to stop using their likability, using their agenda to cloud their logic. Because this is an emotional conversation a lot of times when you talk about Donald Trump. How do I know? Because I know what I receive in terms of backlash whenever I mention Donald Trump in a favorable light. Whenever I say I went to the White House, not once, but twice. Whenever I say, okay, Donald Trump versus Harris, come on, y'all. I'm not going to vote for Harris. I'm going to vote for Trump. And then it's like, dog, it ain't that deep. And I'm glad that this situation, for the most part, actually landed where people were like, it ain't that deep. Donald Trump said something that I actually agree with, that I actually like. And I like Shedeur. So all the Shedeur stands who usually are going to be uber black, as we say it on The Rocks, our other show. If you don't know what uber black is, you really got to watch our show. We talk about uber black, but I give you a little cheat sheet. So you ever go to school, campus or whatever, and it's just a person that just dressed so Lamert Park. You know what I'm talking about. Like, they just wearing everything X-Clan, sissy. They not black. They not even acting black. They are like beyond projecting all things, right? Like they just next up, we call it uber black, like the car. All right, so they uber black, like it could be no wrong black, right? Whatever you want to call them. There's different groups out there, et cetera. Sometimes I remember in New York, it was the 5%ers, I think. They were uber black, et cetera. You see them. So they black, 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 black. Those people typically don't want to hear anything. There's nothing good that could come from the Oval Office right now, right? They will even voted for Harris over Trump, despite they could agree with Trump more. Because remember back in the days when people actually kicked it with Trump? Y'all seen them videos, those montages out there with Trump love, Trump love, Trump love? And then all of a sudden it turned to Trump hate, Trump hate, Trump hate. And some people say it's just because he entered politics. Some say he's changed. Whatever it may be, boy, it's a 180 in terms of, hey, I used to rap about Trump. I used to hang with Trump. I used to kick it with Trump. And now it's like, hate. Good for Shedeur for not shying away from that moment. Good for Donald Trump for saying, what? Y'all trying to box me in? And the craziest thing is he has pardoned some people that are of the culture, as you would say. People that you were like, really? Trump cool with him? Like, yeah. Y'all know the list. It's just that simple, right? I was there last time and I saw Harry O. Y'all know who Harry O is, right? Then he started Death Row Records. Like him and Suge, like, Hey, this how it really start. Like, right? Ain't that him? Mm-hmm. And so, like, he like, yo, I'm like, when you go there, and this is the craziest thing, and I have to bring this up, and then we're going to get out of here, because I don't know Shedeur's politics. Don't care. Whether I know him or not, don't care. I look at Shedeur as two things. That's Deion's son, and damn, are you a good NFL quarterback? That's it. That's the only things I look at Shedeur for. The rest, y'all can have that in terms of rooting interest. I want him to be the best quarterback he could be because he's in my fraternity. Welcome to the NFL. And I also like that I love Deion and I want his son to ball out. Now, if he's just going to be a talker instead of a walker, we're going to find out. We got another game to see. We got a whole career to watch. I'm in for that journey. The thing I want to highlight is let's not lose our love for each other while we're on the other side of the fence. Who knows what Shedeur is thinking? Maybe Shedeur is a Republican. That's why he was just so cool with it. Like, yeah, me and Donald always talk. He loved me. I got love for him. Uber black. You know what I mean? It ain't that deep. And the fact that if Donald Trump, everybody say, oh, you don't like this, you don't like that. And he like, what are you talking about? I love Shedeur. He's great. What are you doing? Why are you calling me a racist and I love Shedeur? What are we doing here now? Why is Harry O in my office right now talking to me about death row? Like, what are you talking about? Like, so I just want to make sure sometimes we get caught up in what we think is right and we don't look outside with our sight and see what's really right. And this is love right here. People who you would assume not supposed to be speaking on the same side, talking that same thing. Okay, that's it with that. Let's go into our next topic. Before we do that, you know what we got to do. We got to beat it up in the comments and see what y'all talking about. I love it. Let's see what y'all talking about. Anybody got audio issues? They say it's the app. I don't know if it's me or it's the app. I'm not trying to, push blame on them. But a lot of people say the audio's fine, and then some people say, So the best thing to do is get up out of here and come right back. Don't you go nowhere. You better come back. But just come back and I heard it's all good. I don't know. I'm not watching me. I'm actually being me and you watching it. So I can't help you no more than just get up out of here and come right back. Deal? Deal. Okay, what else is going on? What up, Marcellus? Love the show, bro. I know you spitting after this one. Douglas Hairston says that. Spitting what? I'm about to eat. You want me to spit some lyrics? Cats be wanting me to freestyle now. Hey, the next person walk up to me, 6'4", 300 pounds right now, 280, whatever the hell I'm weighing, and say, hey, dog, them flows be going. Let me hear you. What? I ain't about to rap for you on the street. What the hell you think this is? You better get out my face. You better give me some of that streaming money if you want me to flow. Let me stop. Oh, man, let's hear this. Hey, they going at it on First Take. Stephen A., Paul Finebaum. They talking a little bit about Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin's in the news because everybody and their mama want to know where he going instead of just appreciating where he at. He like, damn, dog, I'm coaching Ole Miss trying to win a natty. And then at the same time, LSU like, yeah, you better get over here and take this visit. And then Florida's like, you still got another recruiting visit. So all this is going on, and people on both sides of this, obviously. Let's go.
Well, thank you. First of all, there's a little bit more to it than as you have laid out. First of all, his family got on a plane last week to go visit Gainesville and Baton Rouge. You don't think that is distracting, Stephen A. Smith? In the middle of the season while
did he go? Did he go? Did he take a flight to the Swamp? Did he take a flight to Baton Rouge?
Of course he didn't go.
He was going to his team.
But his family got on a private plane and did it, sent by the school. Now, Stephen A., that is a big distraction. So, well, again, what are you talking about? Everybody is talking about that. It looks at this like, we don't like where we are. We don't like where we are. We're going to go find a better place.
That's
disrespectful to where they
get them.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Paul. I recall, I'm sorry to bring this up, but I just think it's necessary to bring up. And I can say that most people can't say this because they don't venture into the lanes that I ventured into and that you might venture into. I recall you saying that you absolutely love working at ESPN. You love being the mouth of the South. You love the Paul Finebaum show. You love being on Get Up. You love being on First Take. You do a marvelous job. You're a very invaluable asset to this company. We love you, Paul. But you sat up there on the airwaves and said, "Hey, man, the opportunity presents itself. I might be a senator. I don't know. What I'm saying to you is that, hey, last time I checked, Two things can be true. You can absolutely positively love where you are, but you can explore a potentially better opportunity. I don't consider that a crime. This is America. This is America. You got LSU, you got Florida. Those are better opportunities potentially than Ole Miss. There's nothing wrong with him entertaining it and seeing what they have to offer.
Steve,
and if you Ole Miss,
Steve,
hey, what's the problem?
How about a little loyalty?
Blah, blah, blah. Mad Dog trying to get in there. He like, hey, wait a minute. Let me add this. You know, at the, what was that, Harlem Nights, they were going, Stephen A. and Finebaum going, brr, brr, and then here come Mad Dog. What? At least stay out of that conversation. Oh, that was a good conversation. A couple things that jump out to me. One is, and y'all know this, and this is no shot, but it's just reality, how contrived that had to be, because there's no way that Paul Finebaum is saying, this is a major distraction. What's a major distraction? They done took my wife and kids on a private plane and they landed in Gainesville. They landed in Baton Rouge. And then they walk around the campus with a chaperone and a chancellor. And they're like, this is where you would stay up there on the 19th floor of your castle. And then over here, you walking around and everybody like, oh, that's the Kiffins. That's the Kiffins. Meanwhile, Lane is just at practice coaching. You know him with the visor on, just like, that ain't how you run that route. Anyway. All right, if y'all want to beat somebody, run the route better, right? He at practice, he locked in. And even if he ain't locked in, this is why this conversation is so fascinating to me. Even if he ain't locked in, nobody is always locked in. Let's go. Who y'all want to talk about? Go. Jordan. Everybody always goes to Jordan. They go to Jordan or Kobe mentality, etc., the Mamba mentality. Dog, do you know that Jordan was chilling, hanging, gambling, partying, golfing? Like locked in. What is locked in? Everybody in this world has 24 hours. Everybody. I don't care how rich you are, how poor you are. You got 24 in the bank if you live a day. What you do with it, you ain't never locking in 24 on one thing. If you do, one, you're psycho. Two, you ain't gonna last. So everybody, when I got to the league, I was fascinated how many guys, because we had more free time in the league than we did in college. We ain't got no classes. We ain't got no mandatory time wasting. We ain't got all that. It's just practice and then do you, therapy and all that, right? Cats are just video gaming. And I'm like, that ain't locked in. They ain't watching film. They ain't in the gym, not all day. So what do you expect? How's it a distraction? Nobody is locked in like that. So Lane Kiffin shouldn't be held to that standard. That's why I think these arguments are contrived. However, at the same time, they're still fascinating, still entertaining. So the situation, he's at a great situation right now. It's Ole Miss, and they're playing great with low expectations compared to a Florida, compared to a LSU, compared to a Alabama, right? They ain't going to fire you if you lose 2 games in a row at Ole Miss. You do that at the mother schools. They were already trying to get Alabama coach up out of there. Florida guy gone. LSU guy gone. Like Brian, move. Bye, Kelly, Mr. Kelly. We see you later. Call us on the celly, Mr. Kelly. Right? Peace. So to me, it's a no-brainer. I am trying to do what Lane Kiffin is doing. I'm getting every situation pregnant. That's what they say with negotiations. Get them pregnant. And then let's see if we're going to have this baby. Okay? We're going to see if we're going to have this baby. Right now, this baby in Ole Miss, baby. Okay? And all I'm doing is making y'all, somebody got to set the number. Somebody got to offer. Somebody got to call my agent. Okay, $100 million. Once you hear $100 million and that's Florida, then your agent like LSU called, he's like, we starting with 9 figures. And if you ain't, hang up. All right? And then when you get that, so you got 100 and you got 103 on the phone. Then you go to Ole Miss, and they like, we need a deadline. What did Ole Miss give them, the deadline this weekend after Thanksgiving? They're like, all right, eat your turkey, your L-tryptophan, and then after that, when you wake up, we need to know if you stand, which is weird. Like, dog, I'm here already. Well, we don't want you negotiating in the recruiting schedule. Look, you're just going to have to take the risk. You're rushing me to tell you where I'm staying. I ain't going nowhere, and if I'm going, I'm gone. Look how y'all treat some of these coaches and the players. Now you want all this loyalty and on your schedule. But I get it. Play the game. So he going to play the game. I got 100. I got 103. And what? And I ain't even talked to Ole Miss yet. And then they're like, all right, Lane, we got you, we got your deadline here. You done had your turkey. You look a little bigger. What you going to do? And he like, look, I love it here, blah, 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 all the pleasantries, you know. But I do got a $103 million offer for us, you know, one of these blue bloods out there. I wish LA would have known the blue bloods earlier, because then we wouldn't have banged so hard. Blue bloods? Oh man, this rap. Peace treaty if it's a blue blood. So then he like, one of these blue bloods just offered me 103. Another blue blood offered me 100, homie. What you want me to do? Stay still? Stay still for real? What's your offer, homie? He like, oh snap. That's out of our budget. I'm like, well, I'm out of this conversation. Like, don't be trying to tell me you ain't got 103. You giving me a deadline, and meanwhile, while you giving me a deadline, you ain't been raising funds? Oh, I gotta call our financial director, and then he needs to get on the phone with alumni affairs. And then after dog, you gave me the deadline. We starting this conversation off. All right, hometown discount. You right. I love living out here in Oxford. Says no one, right? I love me some Oxford. So I ain't say oxtails, I said Oxford, okay? I love me some Oxford. So we ain't gonna start at 100 million. No. Now, don't get it twisted. My name is Lane Kiffin. My daddy already made money. Respect, right? I lived in LA. I was a coach of SC, partner. I'm taking already hits being out here in Oxford. Now, Gainesville ain't much different. Gainesville ain't much, but it's close. Baton Rouge, to me, I'm not a big, huge New Orleans, Louisiana fan. I don't need to go live somewhere just for the food. You know what I'm saying? They got DoorDash everywhere. Move down here. Why? The food. I'm like, man, shut up. It's all hot as hell and dirty. Move on. Anyway, so how much? I think Lane Kiffin, if he's smart, he ain't going to get the same number, I don't think. So saying that, stay still. Low expectations. You already winning. They got their whole world curtailed, customized for you. I heard he take yoga class. He got in his contract like he got to do yoga or something crazy. Lane Kiffin is a dude. I love Lane Kiffin. Every time we used to kick it when he was in LA and talk it and interview, I was like, this dude is fresh. Now, he had a reputation because Cash just, you know, his daddy made it and he made it. And he don't be caring. He just be like, whatever. He be calling out players. He be calling out opponents. He calling out the other coach. I was like, sound like a player to me. But the point is, I think he should stay. And I'm always wrong on these because I'm like, stay where it's good. Like, why do you want to chase that 10, that dime? Everybody want her. Boy, this is what me when I was in the club, I never had an issue with my boys. And they all wanted the dimes. And the dimes wanted me because I was in the league. So I'm like, I got on 19 chains. They say, that dude. Every girl in there was like, you know, and then they first go to the NBA tables. Them dudes already flooded. They can't get through. They get through either way. They like, he got too much. They think I'm more trainable. They like, oh, he in the NFL. Nobody really know who he is. And he got money too. I'm like, all right, yeah, think that. But I don't want you. You a dime. I know how your DMs look. Back then it was like they flip phone or whatever. I'm like, I know what that looked like. Where them 8s at? And if you really tripping, I take a 6 because Kevin Samuels said no one is a 7. I agree, Kevin Samuels. No one's a 7. That's a safe number. I want a 6. I'm in the mix for a 6. Why? Because we are relatable. We can kick it. We hang. We know. Ain't nobody too high on no horse. I don't want you thinking you all that. I need special teamers, right? We all on special teams on this team. Now, you may ball out, but I hate them first overall picks, quarterbacks. Don't touch me. Where's my red jersey? That's how I used to date. So if I'm Lane Kiffin, I'm staying at Ole Miss. Why? Because that's a good 6 that you don't turn into a 10. And they're going to give you enough money to chill. Man, I turned that damn Ole Miss into Alabama. Here's trivia. Which college football program has the most championships? It ain't Alabama. It ain't Michigan. Say it. Go ahead. Beat it up in the comments. It ain't what you saying. It's Yale University, Ivy League, because we created football, fool. So everybody out there talking about the Ivy League like y'all sorry in football, who cares? We created the damn thing. We ain't got to be good at it. Without us, y'all wouldn't be able to do anything. So respect to the Ivy League, right? I love it too much. Let me beat it up in the comments, get to this next topic, which is going to take half the show because it's insane. Smart dating advice, Plantage Net Chronicle says. Oh, yeah, that is. I'm not lying. I'm not saying an ugly girl. I'm saying an attractive girl who is not thinking and leading with her looks, right? And she may not be the finest. Who cares? I hate somebody that walking around like a mirror follow them. They got a mirror follow them, always looking. You ever seen them fine girls, them super fine girls, them 11s they look like? Man, they are the worst. Hate to group you, but you are. Just like you say football players are the worst. Yeah, hate to group us, but, I get it. That stereotype is real. Every stereotype is true, so don't be getting all up in your feelings. Super dime, super fine, too much. I tried like everybody else I dated. Ooh, I got engaged to one. I mean, come on, I know the game. And then I'll be like, my mama will be like, yeah, you pussy whipped. I'm like, what? She's like, you chasing that girl because she looked like that. You ain't talked to that girl. You don't know what that girl thought about. Have you listened to her? I was like, my mama and grandma will be like, oh, boy, it used to be a moment in my life when I would bring a girl home. And it wasn't bringing her home to say, Mother, I am thinking about marrying her. Will you give me your blessing? Father, would you give me your blessing? No. It was just to see how they handled the truth. Because my mama was like, hey, girl, come on in here. Sit down. You can sit down. That wasn't a question, really. Or it was a mandatory request. Sit your ass down. Now let's talk. My mama's sitting there like, so where you from? Okay, how long you been here? All right, let's get it. She always said, cut the dumb shit. Fuck the dumb shit. All right, why do you want my son? Damn, I wanted her. Look at her. She a dime. Not to my mama. Ain't nobody better than her baby boy. Ain't nobody better than Teddy Bear. Why you want my son? And she want to hear something that ain't about money and fame because she going to tear that up. So whatever the girl says, she go, was you thinking all that before he got to the league? Mama, I just met her. You couldn't meet him before he got his money? I'm like, God dang, mama, leave them alone. And then after that, it always worked because then they get back to me, and, we leave. They like, damn, your mama, I was like, what? You better not talk bad about my mama. I know my mama, was wrong, but still. And then next thing I know, I consoled them, and then now we have fun. That was the flip. All right, tell me how much fun they having on Gil's Arena right now. I mean, they got to be loving this. I don't know the numbers and the metrics, but golly, the whole Draymond beef. All right, for all those, here's the Cliff Notes. Kenyon Martin came on our show on the Rocks. Just Blaze, I got to stop saying Just Blaze because that's a real producer. Blaze, my boy Blaze, asked him about tough guys back then and right now, tough guys. He gave us his list, the same list we've all heard, but he didn't put Draymond's name on there. I said, is Draymond one of them? And I wasn't trying to stir it up. I wasn't poking. I wasn't doing nothing but, dog, Draymond's a tough guy, right? So I'm like, is he on the list? And then Kenya said, nah, he's not on the list. That set off 4th of July. And here we are, the next level.
Y'all should have did the who's the toughest, man.
No, I hear you. I never said he wasn't tough.
I'm just saying.
I never said he wasn't tough.
We gonna sit here and act like
he said I was underachieved. We're talking about what I made and what I did win.
Act like we don't
take
talk
up
about
for your boy.
on this
Is he the reason you got that ring?
Yeah, I did. And you the reason you ain't got one. You the reason you ain't got one. Nigga got more rings than everybody in your draft. He got more than everybody in your draft.
I stand on mine.
Let's stand on the draft. Number one draft, this draft was ass. Draymond came out. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. If we want to talk about shit, let's talk about shit.
We're talking real shit.
Yeah, let's talk about shit.
What Kenyon did.
Jason Kidd carried your ass up there. You didn't help.
Who let the team in scoring? How did Kidd carry anything when I let the team in scoring?
You had a top 5 point guard. He had a top 5 point guard.
When?
He won. He got the job done.
For 4 years.
Yes, he got the job done.
For 4 years.
Let's keep it real.
I played with J. Kidd for 3 years. I played with J. Kidd for 3 years, actually.
And you should have did what I did.
I played with
Let me just break this up in some chunks, digestible pieces. Okay, so as you learn in life, you have arguments with people, and you're really not arguing about what you thought you were arguing about. A lot of times the ego gets involved, and you just want to be better, you want to be right. A lot of times it's just like y'all not even on the same level or plane in terms of what y'all talking about, so y'all really arguing without saying it. Dog, who in the hell are you to ask me this, or who in the hell, how do you qualify, right? this one has so many layers to it because as good as Nick Young was, he ain't Kenyon Martin in terms of basketball lore and greatness. And as great as Kenyon Martin was as an individual player and his team accomplishments, Draymond Green, who's hovering around this whole conversation, has a better career in terms of what you can write down in Wikipedia. So it's like everybody is arguing from different places, different perspectives. But that's what's so fascinating because they still mixing it up, right? You got 3 ingredients to make this thing taste good, and they ain't mixing. And they going to keep stirring it until they finally get it going.
You want to be scoring. You
want to be scoring. I did my job.
God damn, obviously they got rid of you.
my job, nigga.
They got rid of you. So
I did my job, nigga. I got paid. No, they didn't get rid of me, nigga. I got paid.
I'm just saying.
I got paid to do it at a high level.
I'm just saying.
Have you ever been a top free agent? No. Have you ever led your team? No.
Well, you wasn't.
Have you did no?
You wasn't a top.
Have you no?
They came and got me.
Have you no?
They came and got me.
Have you no?
They came and got me.
Off the corner, nigga. Off the corner.
I did my job.
Off the corner,
nigga.
Came and got you off the corner.
He did.
Off the corner.
Well, speaking of that.
Okay. I see it. A lot of people are always asking, man, why are they really beefing? And I told you the whole purpose of this show was to show you, one, what was really going on behind the scenes, right? Before the camera says green light and before they say action. Cats really be having issues with each other. You take all of these reporters who have been known in narrative or in reality for talking about these players in any context they desired. The media always had the last word. So players for decades had to deal with the media. But deal with them like they are just putting pressure. They putting their foot on your neck and they just talking shit. They can make you look great. They can make you look bad. That was the media. And then all of a sudden, they start letting an athlete or 2 or 3 or 20 in the game, and now you sitting there with the enemy. And I used to sit there because I was a tweener, because I was media and I was a player like some others. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm a sociologist, right? You know, that was my major, psychology minor. I loved it. I love the patterns of life. I love interactions of human behavior. That's why I don't care about no 3rd and goal. Go watch the other shows that talk about on 3rd and goal, watch the right guard. I do that a little, but that ain't what fascinates me. What fascinates me is, ooh, y'all don't like each other, but y'all playing it off. But then I know sooner or later, y'all gonna beef. Why? Because war can't be avoided. Just postponed. That's a Wileyism. So take that. That's tomorrow's Wileyism. War can't be avoided. Just postponed. So I'm knowing that one day, all this behind, done in the dark, shall come to light. And on top of that, too, who in the hell said that y'all get a get out of jail free card, media? Who said y'all exempt? Y'all can take shots. Y'all can't take shots? Nah. So, you know, when I was at ESPN at the end, but certainly at Fox, I had beefs with a lot of people. Check the Twitter timeline. I ain't going to have to even name them. Y'all know who they are. Cats coming at me, I'm going back. We bop. That ain't media. Oh, yes, it is. So people think this is like a YouTube experience. Think all this new media or look, all these content creators or all these podcasters. Nah, y'all dumb. Sorry to say it. Y'all ain't did y'all homework. Y'all don't know when this started. This started way back. I got the receipts. Just like the Kendrick Drake beef. Told you that in 2013. Didn't believe me. Okay.
Cam got you off the corner
you even
with him.
I'm arguing.
You're trying to take up for his boy.
What are you arguing about?
Trying to take up for his boy, Nick. I mean, Gil.
I'm not going to let nobody
trying to take up for his boy.
Put the nigga down like he ain't
You're trying to take up for his boy.
Hold on, you never stood tall like this for me. Never.
You never stood tall like this. I knew that shit was coming. That part.
Nigga, you about to fight on the free? All the shit I done done for you?
That part.
That is crazy.
Don't make this
Let him
personal.
take
No,
up
I
for
gotta
his
make
boy.
it personal.
Nah, nigga, you
Let him
still
take
owe
up
me
for
a
his
car.
boy.
Oh, that's crazy. You want to
Let him take up for his boy, Gil.
motherfucking
Cry,
quick.
nigga.
Relax.
I'm
You
not
know what?
saying.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
saying
tell it how it is. That ain't even a Draymond Green jersey.
Swaggy, is that a Draymond Green jersey?
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, you got to give your flowers to Gilbert Arenas right now. For one, being the face of putting all that together. I mean, think about it. Nobody in the world would have ever designed a show like that with those personalities, right? I'm not talking about just structure. I'm talking about who you inserted in there and how they got after it, right? Nobody. You wouldn't have thought about it. Like Nick Young over there from Shaman. You wouldn't have thought about it. It happens, though. Great gumbo, right? Great gumbo. But one of the best things about Gilbert Arenas that I've always loved and respected is that he is King Levity, right? He gonna make light of everything. That's why probably we connect the most. Is because we ain't nothing that serious. Even when you are serious, it ain't that serious. Like, what are you doing? So in the middle of them going at it, hot 100, temperature at 104, time to go down to Cedar Sinai and get checked out. He like, hey dog, you ain't never rolled like this for me. And that levity actually makes you get a grander perspective of this because you got to calm down, turn your emotional volume down, and turn your logical volume up. So what's really at play here? And this is really at play. If y'all love sports, y'all have to actually embrace what they're going through right now. Because this is what athletes really are fighting for and will fight over, which is not just legacy, because legacy a lot of times can be what you think of me. Reputation, right? Because look, Terrell Owens, respect, that's my dog, left the game of football with the best, second best, or third best in all receiving categories. He was top three. Top three. Jerry Rice probably number one across most. There's a one or two that T.O. was number one or number two or number three. Never lower. Was he a first ballot Hall of Famer? See, that's the problem. I don't give a damn what you're saying. He doing push-ups in the driveway. Him and his teammate beefing, this and that. Do you know what they were doing in the 80s to their teammates, to their coaches? You want me to tell you some of these real stories, them raw stories, them stories that if that got out, look, when they get out, I'll report on them. I ain't gonna be the one to let them out. Some of them y'all know about but forgot, right? Some of them you're like, oh yeah. So this whole what people think of you is one slice of the pie. But what's a greater slice of the pie is these guys are fighting for respect amongst each other, right? Like the fraternity. Like, hey, dog, because they all gonna see each other. The NBA 75, the Hall of Fame, just all-stars. And, I mean, it's just like you at the club. You walk in the club, are you in line? Or is the bouncer and the guy in the front doing this when you walk up? Come on, man. It's a different animal. It's a different stroke. I remember being at Columbia my senior year, finally getting some buzz. Mel Kiper talking about me. And I went to the Tunnel, this club in New York. I don't know if it's still around. And I went there with my boys because I'm starting to feel myself a little bit. It's time to step out. I did everything on campus. I never left campus. I ain't had no money. Finally, I got like $5 to my name. My agent fronted me $10K. I'm ready to go out. We go to the Tunnel. We hit the corner. I said, what is this line? Is this the New York City Marathon? It's like, this is the longest line ever. And then I walked to the front, and I had my speech ready, like, hey, I go to Columbia right here, and I'm about to go to the NFL. Let's go. Man, I got up there. First of all, the bouncer was twice my size. I was like, how am I going to make it to the league? He that big. Second of all, he looking at me like, yeah, okay, big dog. Good for you, man. Respect. All right, look forward to that right there. Stand right there. What he was saying is the back of that line. It took us, no lie, 2.5 hours to get in. Did it. I ain't never been in the tunnel. I was like, I ain't got no other way in. Obviously, you fast forward. Then I go to the tunnel and they be like, Wiley. I mean, it's crazy, right? That's the world. So it's all levels. Then when you get in there, where your table at? Are you at the bar? Or you just standing around getting squished? You know the game. Come on. So that's what they fighting for. And it ain't just club life. It's real life. When I'm around you, you know. You ever seen somebody like that? I've been there before when I've been there, Kentucky Derby. I went with Michael Jordan one time, and I only been one time to Kentucky Derby. That thing is overrated. Please save your money. But point being, I went, Michael Jordan, I'm in the suite with Michael Jordan, Dr. J, and all them cats. Do you know how these dudes be acting around them? I'm talking about the NBA world. Like, they watching the thing, everybody go, hey. I was like, wow. I mean, I already got mine out the way. I'm already here. So I'm looking, I'm like, That's how the game goes. You are fighting. They not fighting because, I see you in the backyard. Let's go one-on-one. Draymond is way younger than Kenyon, and Kenyon needs been said bye-bye to that, right? They fighting for when we around each other. Hey, dog, you are not better than me. That is better than what I got, but you ain't it. You didn't make that. That's what they fighting for. And then you got Nick Young's like, look, I get it. I got my ring. You don't have a ring. And Kenyon like, don't you use that thing around you again, that team award, to try and flex on me. And don't try and double dutch it. And don't try and jump me with Draymond, you two on one, when I got both of y'all in terms of who's better. That's where they at. And it's a beautiful way of expressing how good or great you are. And there's no real definitive answer. There's no scientific explanation for this, even though I wish there were. Now, me, what I like individual greatness. I love Barry Sanders. I love the fact that you can't say nothing to him. But people will be like, Emmitt Smith is better. And then you say, why? Immediately they go where? You know, to the rings. And I'm like, damn, you're right. Then they go to the yardage, and damn, you're right. Like, and then you could say all of that, and that makes you think that's a scientific explanation. And this is no shot to Emmitt Smith, because what is he? If he ain't number one, he number two or number three or number five. Walter Payton, Jim Brown, Gale Sayers, Eric Dickerson, LT, Marshall Faulk, they all together pretty much. But to me, Barry's the best. But write it down. It gets tough, right? And imagine if you Barry Sanders and you walk in the room and Emmitt Smith is sitting there like, not at my table. Only I'm at this table. I'm the king of it. What? See, that's what I'm saying. He'd be like, what? Oh, because you didn't win a ring. What? Because you left before you got all the yards that I got. What? It's like, what the fuck? Did you see what I did at Oklahoma State? Don't even talk about the league. Just that whoa. Mount Rushmore, one of my favorite players ever. Maybe my favorite, but oh, God. Oh, all right, let me get up out of here because I got a Barry Sanders story to keep this going forever. Oh, man, God. Beat up in the comments. Let's talk about it. Barry is one. It really ain't a debate. J-Dub says that. I agree. Anybody having audio issues, please get out the app and come back. That's what they said. I don't know. Messing up my damn live on Thanksgiving. That's what they doing. Let's see. And y'all tell me who y'all think gonna win these games today. We got 3 games today. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Let's see what's next. Oh, this is wild. So we got a situation where I didn't expect this coming on Club Shay Shay. T-Pain is talking about some life lessons he's learned through the music industry along with Shannon Sharp. And they went a lot of places, including some places you didn't expect. A little issue here and there. So let's hear it.
Nobody is your brother. I've had DJ Khaled. Everybody done told me I'm your brother. Do not believe that shit.
Lord have mercy, Kane.
That is the
Man, you know you're going to get me in trouble, man.
You're going to get us in trouble.
What you mean? How going to get us in trouble?
All that, but no, I mean, when I say shit like DJ Khaled, it's very apparent.
Yeah.
Like DJ Khaled knows how to move. He knows how to, do things with different people and shit like that. But it's like, it's not a DJ Khaled type of thing. That's just the first person I can think of. But
what have you learned about this business in 20 years?
Nobody is your brother. Nobody.
Come on, Payne. Don't do that. Payne,
nobody.
Payne, because I hear it all the time. That's my brother. I hear it, Payne.
You have seen so many dicks in that locker room. None of them is your brother.
Come on, Payne.
Nobody is your brother. Everybody's your brother while they can use you. Everybody. Everybody is your brother while they can use you. Nobody is your brother. That is the quickest and the most consistent thing that I've learned through this whole thing.
You had to learn that the hard way?
Everybody, and you know what? It's only that say you my brother. That I'm telling, just like that. No.
Yeah, because you wouldn't allow somebody that didn't say that to get close to you.
Yeah, you would.
Great point.
So
yeah, you would. I'd rather you tell me what the business was, and not have the brother aspect in there, and just say, hey, look, here's what I want to do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a hook. I'm gonna put a verse on this shit. We're gonna make a bunch of money. We're gonna separate for a little bit, and I'm gonna come back when I need you again. Let's do it again. Blah blah blah. I'd rather know the plan than to say, you my brother, you my brother, you my brother, you my brother. We always gonna be together. We ain't gonna never separate. Anytime you need me, I'm here for you. Anytime you need me, bum bum bum. But nah, bro, it's that brother shit. But we talking about so many people, because you got to think of how many people I've helped throughout their career. Everybody is like, oh my God, thank you so much. You're my brother. And it's just so much of that back to back, back to back, back to back. You're my brother, you're my brother, you're my brother, you're my brother. And then none of that shit was reciprocated. None of that shit came back. None of that shit meant anything. When people start when people tell you how much you mean to them, don't grab onto that. When people tell you how much they can mean to you in return, that's the shit you gravitate towards.
Blah, blah, blah. Man, I don't know what was in that yak they were drinking. That Shannon Sharp drink, was it Le Pointier? They went on that 80 proof. They went up 100, 120 proof, because the jewels were being dropped right there. See, this is what's so beautiful about talking with y'all, is in real time, we're communicating with each other. You through the chat, me through this audio and video, and we are starting to get to a better place of understanding and commonality. Even in disagreement, we're in the same space. We're in the same place. You're not anywhere else but watching this on your phone, watching this on your computer, and I'm talking right here in my studio. That's life, right? Isn't that crazy? But what I love about that experience is I get to share some of my mindsets and perspectives. And one of the things I learned, probably the hard way, I don't know, because it does feel like innately I thought this way, that I'm not a part of this my brother stuff. And this ain't about skin color. This is about somebody coming up to you, and I remember it. My mama used to always check people, because I have one sister that I grew up with every day, my sister OG Henny Lotiki. I had another sister, though. She grew up in San Diego, but she's still my sister. That's it. I have no brothers, and I have no brother or sister with the same mom or same dad. That's why I'm so big into legacy DNA, because I'm trying to see what I'm really about. I have no comps. I have nothing. My sister, Tiki, we have the same mama. My sister, Tamara, we have the same dad. There is no other me version, right? Where's my brother? Where's my fool? Where's my fool? So those are my fools. Now let's talk it. So when I was growing up, people used to always, you know, when you get real cool with somebody, oh, that's your brother. That's like your brother. That's your cousin. That's your play cousin. And my mama used to be steadfast checking people. No, you ain't. You ain't his brother. He ain't got a brother. To an 8-year-old, 11-year-old, don't matter how old you are. Oh, what's up, mama? People coming up to her and say, mama, I'm not your mama. Right? Protecting this house, protecting this border. Because over there, if I were your mama, you wouldn't be doing that. Over there, y'all got different rules. Y'all got different ways of doing things, different perspectives. And that helped form me into, like, I'm big on character. And I'm not saying it in a corny cliche way. I mean, I rock with anybody that is a good person that likes a lot of the things that I like. And even if you don't like a lot, you ain't mad and intolerant when we disagree. Like, I love going to old school rap concerts. You love going to the new YN concerts. Okay, it ain't a beef. It ain't an argument. We can have fun and say which one's better, but we both either gonna go to each other's, or I'm going to mine, you go to yours, and I see you after it at the bar. But if you the one that is like, oh, what the hell you doing? And you start looking at me crazy and judging, and man, nobody listen to, hey dog, your last words. I'm good, bruh. So I'm big into character. And that got me into a lot of trouble because people want me to be big on color. I was like, I'm big on character. You talking about color? Color for what? I got 1,000 reasons why I shouldn't just love you because of color. You want to know one of them? Go to my school. Go to my block. Cats is my color. They are tripping on me. I got jacked for my hat. That fool put a gun to me. That was my color. Now, if he had character like I liked it, he wouldn't have did it. Right? It ain't about if he were white or black. It's like if he had the character that I like, he wouldn't have did it. All these cats shooting up. My uncle got smoked. Who you think did that? My other uncle, they pulled the damn brake lines from his truck. Who did that? That's the color. I'm talking about the character. If they were good characters, they wouldn't have did it. Come on, man. So I used to get in trouble because my friends you play football, you got friends from everywhere, right? I had friends that were from enemy neighborhoods. Oh, man, I had friends that were from, like, Crip neighborhoods that couldn't come to my house. Then I had friends that were blood neighborhoods. One of them was a killer that I knew. We couldn't even hang with him. We saw him one time in the crib. He threw shotguns on the bed and handguns, walked outside, mopped somebody up, came right back in, said, "What's up, blood?" I was like, "Nothing. Leave me alone." He ain't got the character I like. He was a character, like I salute, scared, not even respect, scared. Attention, yes, every time I walk around, I'm like, I know what you do with that. So I used to get in trouble. My mama used to check people. He ain't your play brother. I protect this house. So what T-Pain talking about is real. T-Pain talking about, like, look, y'all, people come up to you, they try to butter you up with the muffins, and they always show up when you winning. They show up in more and more when you're in success. And it's weird because you don't, like, Drake said, no new friends, no new friends. I don't believe that. I can't go there because I met so many great people after I made it. But at the same time, there is something too. When you make it, you got to be on full alert for the foolery. You got to be on full alert for the fools. Crazy. Donuts. Dummies. I mean, gold diggers. Just dudes too. And they come up to you, "Oh, big dog, we gonna do this." This is what I hate. I hate when I go somewhere. I'm not bothering nobody. When I first go into a party, everyone knows my rules. First thing is, where's the emergency exit? Second thing is, where's the AC vents? Because I overheat and I'm sweating all the time. That's why I don't dress fresh. I'm going to sweat it out anyway. So I ain't wearing no Louis, Birkin, whatever the hell these cats be wearing now. All this Louis Vuitton. I'm like, for what? I'm sweating now. I ain't fresh. I get it. That's not me. So I'm looking for the AC vent, the emergency exit, and then where the bar at. Where that bar at? Right? Now I'm good. I'm Gucci. Oh, they be like, "Oh, your table here and this." I don't need all that. If we doing it, we doing it. But I don't need all that. I'll be in Gen Pop. Put me in general mission. I stand out even more. And I'm with the people. And the drinks are cheaper. Right? I got my own security. These chicken wings work. You mess with me in the streets, trust me. You may get your licks off and shots off, and I'm not even going to fight you, but one of these is coming at you. It is lethal right here, right there. But the point being, man, cats be trying to come up to you and do all these little, and all they want to do is just be in your world so they can try and climb another rung on the ladder. And I hate when I meet people. I've done all this. I'm in the party enough, and they come up and we talking, and they're like, "Oh, let's exchange numbers. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know so-and-so. Oh, the CEO's my boy, and we going to make this work. Okay, I hit you when I get back in town on Thursday." Thursday come, you don't hear shit. Then you out Friday, and then you see him, then, "Oh, yeah. Negro." Whoever you are, hey, bruh, in my head, you dead. Now, I ain't going to be all like that to you because it ain't that deep. But trust me, you have lost the little rope that I threw you. It is dangling in the air. I am not letting you grab this rope, and I'm grabbing it too, and we ain't pulling in the same direction. No, we're not. So just keep going. So that, you know what I mean? Like, people just be saying stuff. I know what he talking about. T-Pain, I know he talking about he over there doing his songs. I like this one. Bartender, He like, and somebody come up, "Hey, dog, fire once again." Oh, that one's gonna be a hit. You know it already. Hey, we need to do one. Matter of fact, we need to do an album. He like, you interrupted me from doing my music that you say gonna be great, which I know is great, and then you saying we gonna do something. Okay, I filed that away. and then nothing comes from that. And then worse, you go and do other things of success and then don't even turn around and say, oh, remember when I wanted to do this with you? People sorry. People sorry like that. And he protecting cats. He said F DJ Khaled. Trust me, the list is longer. He's just like, look, man. And I think DJ Khaled was an easy one to say because a lot of people have said that about DJ Khaled, right? I saw one where, who was that? Talking about DJ Khaled. Like, I think it was Tyler, the Creator. I don't know. Maybe they were pitting them against each other. Craziness, right? It's real spit out there. So, look, nobody is prompting you, I should say, to come up to somebody with some grand scheme and greatness. Just say hi. It's like with fans I see. Sometimes they're so nervous, they say the dumbest thing because they're so excited. You excited to work with somebody or something? Just say what you really gonna do. I know this is gonna land on deaf ears, but just say what you can do. Say what you really about. You'll go a lot further, even though that's the tortoise, than the hare, the rabbit, and then you look up, ain't nothing. That's why that cartoon is so fascinating, so amazing. They showed a turtle beating a rabbit because the rabbit just about all that BS. Distracted. Every girl, every dude, they say, and then the turtle is just like, I'm about my life. I'm about my job, about my focus. And then you look at the finish line, who won? Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Okay. All right, so beat up in the comments and see what y'all talking about. Patrick Edwards said, Marshawn Lynch said it best. I'm about that action, boss. Oh, you ain't never lied. And DJ Cateman said they get when you're vulnerable, period. Yeah? I mean, look, you're vulnerable when you're in success mode because so much is coming at you. And you ain't really looking at the minutia. You just seeing macro, big check, big opportunity, big flight, big trip, big hotel, big everything big, and you ain't looking for them little things. Them little things be slipping through the cracks. Next thing you know, crack. What a Fat Joe say, crack. You ain't looking through them cracks? Oh, here we go. That's what happens. All right, let's get to this next topic. One of the things I want to diffuse is that Stephen A. Smith, everyone's taking shots at Stephen A. Smith because he got his big deal. I want you guys to just look at it from a different scope. It's really not that. What's really happening is Stephen A. Smith, because he's the big dog, him and Pat McAfee, they're going to always talk about him in terms of websites, aggregate portals, like all those, Awful Announcing, all these sites that we all go to, ESPN.com, of course. You go to ESPN.com, you're like, this is the Stephen A. show. This is the Pat McAfee show. Like, it's just, right. So everyone's going to always talk about them because everyone is talking about them. That includes some of these stories of Michelle Beadle, Carrie Champion, Molly Karam. But if you look at it really when they're talking about Max Kellerman, this is all old stuff. And that's why I told you this show was so important. Because all that old stuff, war can't be avoided, just postponed. Now you're starting to see old shots come off. You thought the war was over. Peace treaty, right? What did Donald Trump say? By Thanksgiving, Ukraine. By Thanksgiving, Russia. No more. And then you look up, it's today's Thanksgiving. And then you look up, one more. Like, everybody got to get something off their chest, even if it's from 2015. So here's Pablo Torre's turn. All right, let's see. He said, talking about what happens at ESPN, especially involving Stephen A. Smith. What's frustrating for anybody who worked at ESPN, I've worked there before, and sort of felt like I'm on the team too, is that there's a pretty brutal math problem that I think Stephen A. is happy to do, in which he's like, we can find someone to play that role. Now, I know I didn't read that in the tone or the cadence that he had, but basically he's like, Stephen A. Smith is like, there's some math here, and what you doing, I could get anybody to do it. You are replaceable. I am not. And that sucks. I like Molly a lot. That sucks. And I don't know the interior monologue or the back and forth on that, but Stephen A. has been extremely consistent in being pretty brutal about what his own value is and what people's value is in comparison. Like, it's not close. Torre added, blah, blah, blah. You're damn right it ain't close, and ain't nothing wrong with it. So let me defend Stephen A. Smith because I am a football player. And one thing I can't do, I'm not allowed to do, even though it's tempting at times, is bitch. I can't complain. I can't. My daddy didn't raise me to be a complainer, even when it's times you may hear me complain. I can hear my daddy say right now, boy, if you don't shut up and get to getting. And then also, when you're on a team, let me give it to you like this. When I got in the league, I went from being the man in an Ivy League school, Columbia, the man on that field, on that team, the man, till I get there first day of practice, second round draft choice, Buffalo Bills, training camp, OTAs. They looking at me like, boy, you a bum. You better prove something. You went to that sorry-ass school. Nobody want to hear you, right? And then there were dudes making dough. The top dogs, Eaton, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Bruce Smith, Jim Kelly just retired. Y'all want to talk to me? Do I deserve what they deserve? Hell no. Do I get what they get? Hell no. Do I get to sit where I want to sit? Hell no. Do I get to park where I want to park? Hell no. Do I get to say what I want to say? Hell no. You think you do. You think you do. Say something that they don't want to hear. Watch what happens. They start using them vet rules against you. They start using their politics against you. What you say, Rook? Okay, so it's all good. Ain't none of that stopping me. That's the thing. This is the mindset. It ain't the obstacles in your way. It's the fact that you don't know how to get over the obstacles and still keep it pushing. Okay, this world is not a 100-meter race. Oh no, it's 100-meter hurdles. This world is not a 400-meter, one lap around the world, one lap around the life, and that's it. It's 400-meter hurdles. It's always going to be something you got to deal with. What's your technique to get over it? What's your technique to get through it? Are you the type that get to it and be like, whoa, 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 you ever seen the people who run the hurdles, they don't know what they're doing? Whoa, 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 they grab the hurdle and be like, oh, shit. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is, I'm hot. As soon as I get to a hop, you're in the air for 8 seconds. Bow, land, don't have no thing. Then you can start to learn how to go over it. It's all kind of ways. When you Stephen A. Smith, you're like, hey, y'all forget how this all started. Like, I was a beat writer, bro. Then I did my thizzle. I ended up having my own show. They canceled that. I started doing other shows. I'm off the air. I come back, Skip Bayless, he the man. I got to, once again, you got to get in where you fit in. Then Skip goes to FS1 because they offered him the whole damn building and all that money to start a network with Colin Cowherd. Got to go. And to go to L.A., let's be real. This is before ESPN is now everywhere. D.C. and New York and L.A. still. Stephen A. Smith done took his hits. He done carried the helmets for his teammates. All right? He done saluted them. And then now, all of a sudden, you like, yeah, he ain't saving no money for Molly. Have you ever played special teams? I have. And when you play special teams, it ain't nothing to talk about. Just go get it. Just go do it. And look, Stephen A. Smith making $20 million. Could he offer Molly $1.5, $2 million? I'm sure that would have made her happy. He could have. Did he want to? No. Does he have to? No. And I think now, let me say this one thing, because on this show we balance perspective. I think Stephen A. Smith quietly calculated is never, ever giving up that type of control. And control starts with how much you are compensated, right? The love language of business is money. So he ain't giving nobody no money no more to that level where they going to have some say, some power, some board or director kind of voting power. No. All y'all going to know one thing, y'all replaceable. Because being real, working at ESPN as I did, and I left ESPN for more money going to FS1. They wanted me to come back. I was like, man, you know how much they paying me to go down the street? I'm sorry, I got to go down the street. And Sports Nation at that time, we was on our 19th host. I was like, y'all don't care about Sports Nation. I love working with everybody on Sports Nation. They didn't care. I was like, y'all got too many hosts coming in here. It's me and Michelle. No, it started off me and Carissa Thompson, me and Carissa, me and Michelle, me and Max and Michelle, me and Carrie and LZ, me and Carrie and LZ and Amin, Al Hassan, yada I mean. I was like, they don't care about this show. And then they offered me more money over there to start another show. Let's go. So anyway, if you Stephen A. Smith, this is your quiet calculation. And he almost had a misstep. Him and Max, don't feel it. I ain't feeling that. I go upstairs. He acts like he goes upstairs. Really, he went to his office because he's an executive producer too. But whatever. At the time, maybe he didn't have the same pool and roll up. Him or me? You. We're going to keep you, Stephen A. Look, come on, it's all good. We'll put him other places. All good. Okay. And that was fine. Right? Nothing wrong with that. I ain't never had an issue with that. My only issue is when you did that and it worked and you got what you wanted, he got what he wanted, stop talking about it. Or when you talk about it, don't put him down. It's a one-sided conversation. Like, what did you say? Him. What'd you do? And so Stephen A. learned in that moment, though, because he thought he was flexing. He did flex. He got Max off the show. And he thought he was going to really flex and get to talk about him and go on the victory lap. Nah. People were like, no. We're not seeing what you saying. So then that's when he realized the whole T.O. thing and all that. He took a hit. He's still hurting from that. You know that. But the point is, he like, I ain't never let nobody else get that control or get that say or get that pull where they start to look at me different. Y'all hear that? That's why everybody that goes on that show, and I love me some Cam Newton, everybody falls in line with Stephen A. Smith. Even if you argue with him. Like, remember when, Will Cain used to come on. Will Cain was the only one I've seen, for real, that came on that show and was like, I don't care what you think, Stephen A. Not even Mad Dog. And Mad Dog be going there sometime, but it just still be like, you could just see they still got that rope that they pulling together. Ryan Clark, of course. Cam, yes. Only Will Cain. Y'all beat it up in the comments, tell me somebody else. But the point is, Stephen A. won't let anybody else get that close again. And that includes compensation. You want to know why? He learned that from ESPN. Remember back in the day, and I'm going to get out of here. Who was it? Rich Eisen. Who else was it? Dan Patrick. There's one more. I'm so bad. Anyway, part of the reason they all left was because ESPN was like, we ain't giving y'all already got too much pull. Everybody thinking ESPN is y'all instead of y'all work at ESPN. So when they all left and did they thizzle and had to go, you know what ESPN, what they were saying in the hallways when I was living there, they kept saying, no one will be bigger than ESPN. And if you notice, SportsCenter all of a sudden starts shuffling everybody. Somebody get big, they get big. Other than Stuart Scott, who just was him, nope, they wasn't letting it. It wasn't happening anymore. Even Scott Van Pelt. Scott Van Pelt is amazing. He rarely steps into it ever. But no one will ever be deemed ESPN. ESPN is it, and y'all work for us. That's what that was. So right or wrong, that's how he got that game plan. So Pablo, I love you, big dog, but can't blame Stephen A. You know, hey, what's the first rule of life? Survive. What's the second rule? Thrive. It ain't first. You don't have to be fresh in this world. You can live a great, peaceful existence and happy being poor. Yes, you can, because you're alive. Alive, survive, thrive. Okay? Miss me with that. Boy, I had some of my best times when we was on food stamps. You miss me. And I had some of my worst times when I'm getting them big checks. And I'm like, these fools, I'm getting these big checks and cats. I'm in a Rolls Royce and Suge Knight and his boys looking at me like I'm dinner. What part of the world is this? You know what I mean? Real spit. All right, let's look at these comments. Beat it up. Yeah, y'all talking about. Oh, A. Sean said, my religious sermon for Thanksgiving, quit defending others that don't deserve a defense. Hey, that's good. I get it. Some people don't deserve it. Well, that's tough. Who don't deserve a defense? I hear you. I mean, I can imagine some people who don't. Somebody just walk up to somebody and smoke them, and you're like, what? And why'd you do that? Just because I felt like it? Yeah, I mean, what are we defending? So somebody else is on here. Life is an ultra marathon. Shout out to David Goggins. Yes, Slim Diesel. Yeah, I saw David Goggins a few times. Just saw him like a month ago in Vegas at the Paid in Full Foundation. That dude's a beast. Good Lord. Okay, let's get into this. All right. Flopping in the NBA. I don't know if you guys are fans of it or you guys hate it. I know the players love it, and the only players that don't love it is the ones that are victims of it, the one that it happens to. Let's check this one out. That's my team right there. That's the Clippers. He said, "You a flopping bitch." Yeah, 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 yeah. Where are you from? Serbia, right? That's Serbian for, yeah, fool, shut the shit. Do what I do. My name is Luka. You better recognize. Okay, I wanted to show this quick clip because that flopping and why cats be getting mad at it, but why cats keep doing it. It's real simple. Y'all know why. Because the incentive shaped the behavior, right? And Luka, I have never seen a player not just play at his own pace, but actually be having his foot on the gas and the brake. I mean, he be in super slow-mo dictating terms. Like, oh. I mean, he dribbled. This is him dribbling fast. It's like, what? He moving slow. He just going where he need to go, efficient, effective. And when he wants to, he'll go through that carry through. He'll dribble low, raise high, Harden style. You gonna swipe, whop. He'll do this, feint. He'll do whatever he needs to do. And it's not just him. I'm just pointing it out right now. Flopping in the NBA is here to stay, and it should be, because officials are not perfect. They miss too much. They need to be reminded at times what's happening out there. There are times where their bias kicks in. They'll look at a big player and be like, oh, you could tear him up. Remember the Shaq rules? Shaq, you ever go to a game, and this is not a flex, but like real close. Courtside if you have, if not real close, where you can hear it. Where you can hear that. You can hear that. Not just see it. When you see it, it's crazy too. If you like their level, if you're on the floor level and you're like, that sucker is really 6'11", and he really just dove for that ball, and he really just put his elbow on top of the rim. Like, that's crazy, because you don't even get that on TV as much. It's crazy on TV too, but it's crazier when you're there. And then the physicality, especially because they don't show it on TV all the time because they tracing the ball. So when the ball's up top, man, them boys down low going, wow, and you hear it. You hearing flesh. You're like, God dang. And then you ain't getting no calls. So guess what you're going to start doing? Like anybody. Hey, they over here doing something. Excuse me, officer. Excuse me, come here. I don't want to be a snitch or nothing. I don't want to, tattletale or nothing, but they over there tripping, man. Anytime you want to, do a little surveillance, homie, a little patrol, let me know. And then when they come through and they don't see nothing. Then they go back to their spot. And you go back over there. Hey, man, I saw you go through, but you didn't stop nothing. You didn't even get out. You didn't see nothing. He said, we didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Oh, okay. So come back again about 2:30. What movie? So he's come back at 2:30. Then all of a sudden you there and you see him this time. You say, oh, okay. And then when he come through, you be like this. Oh, you're like, what? What'd you say? I ain't do that. I would never do that. Who would go there in that place? Oh, man, they ain't doing that. All them drugs. Yeah, there we go. So that's a loose way of saying the reason they flop is because they don't be catching all the hell they be paying. And they be like, man. And then when you get caught, so if you Kris Dunn in that moment, Kris Dunn like, you sorry ass. Why you call the cops? He like, I call the cops because your ass out here tripping. Shoot, let's get into these topics a little faster. All right, this is just the quirky side, the crazy side, right? Oh, somebody already knew it. True Light already knew the movie. Men's Society, good stuff, baby. Good stuff. Yeah, DJ Kate, man, so you got to press Luka. You can't press Luka. Well, let me tell you why you can't press Luka. I mean, well, you can. Like get the ball in his hand. Yeah, that press. I thought you meant like in a physical press. You can't put your best defender on Luka and be like this. That sucker gigantic. He huge, and big, and refrigerator big, like extra shoulders, and then just be like, I'm going where I got to go, and you're not going to stop me. Speaking of gotta go, tell me what this means. I have no idea, and I don't think his fan base does either.
I got to go out there and play football. If I'm back out there, I'm healthy, and I'm ready to go. I want to be out there.
What does the season look like?
Okay, y'all know what that means? Uh-oh. Beat it up in the comments. We ain't going to stay here long. I love Jayden Daniels. Shout out to him and his family. His mom be everywhere. Oh, it's hilarious. It's the best. I love it. Is he a franchise quarterback for them? this is the first time where you can hear even in his voice, if I'm out there and I'm healthy, yeah, I want to be there. And what are you talking about? Of course, when you're happy and healthy and you're out there. Oh, I didn't think about it. There's starting to be some doubt of, can you stay healthy? Can you stay out there? And when you're out there, are we really going to be that team? Because we saw it in the first year. Everything was working. And now we at a place where it's like, and I remember, shout out to Cam Newton for saying, y'all better be careful with some of these quarterbacks. I think it was C.J. Stroud, Jayden Daniels, Bryce Young. He was like, be careful, because everybody was calling Cam a hater because he said Jalen Hurts ain't in his top 10. But he was listing all these quarterbacks that everybody was like in love with, which they should have been. They balled. But at the same time, he was like, you got to understand this NFL. When you first get there, they don't know what you are. So you got a great opportunity to hit the ground running. Now, it's tough, but you can do it. That's why all the Shedeur fans and stands out there who keep saying, well, it's his first game. And you hear people like Eric Mangini like, what are you talking about? If you are ready, you're ready. If you ain't, you ain't. And he's right. Because if they don't have a lot of film on you at the NFL level, you can go out there and surprise cats. But then you ain't no surprise. We see your ass coming. And when we see you coming, picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture. They be under center, and you see that cat that does this, and the ball come. Yeah. You see the guard, and he put 2 fingers down when it's a pass, and he put 3 or 4 when it's a run. Yeah. Dog, we be in there like this, like it's CSI. You be watching film like CSI. All I need is a tendency. Give me something. This is why I love sports. Give me something. And you watching it countless hours. You just watching. You're like, damn, okay, good run. Oh, wait a minute. When you flash to the outside, he lifts his elbow up. Prone opportunity to jack that ball up out of there. But when you flash to the inside, he tucks it tighter. You be like, snap. You be like, snap. I'm going to get this fool. I'm going to flash and punch. You think this stuff is coincidence? So with Jayden Daniels, it's like you starting to hear, it's no coincidence, a little doubt, and like, am I going to be out there? I'm the franchise quarterback, all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't think this is time to panic or worry or anything, because look, you could do all you can. You do all you can to be healthy and still be hurt. Being healthy is like playing special teams. You go 100%, ain't no guarantee you're going to block a kick. You don't go 100%. I guarantee you won't block one. You don't get in perfect shape. I guarantee you, your ass going to get hurt. But even if you are perfect shape, ain't no guarantees. So I don't know if his body's built for it. I think so. Speaking of somebody who's built for it, we're going to get into this next topic, but let me just see what y'all talking about. Oh, y'all stupid. Drake May is the best young quarterback. Hey, no argument here. Peyton Manning had 28 interceptions his rookie year. Never forget. See, I love that. Buddha Namaste, 597. I love that. And Jude said Drake May is the best young quarterback. I love that. Here's the problem. This kind of like a statistical logical issue. Peyton Manning was sorry his first year. He only won 3 games. They lost 13. He was 28 interceptions. He threw more interceptions than touchdowns. Okay. But that was Peyton Manning. Now, who was Peyton Manning before that? First overall pick. Okay. Who was Peyton Manning in college? That dude, the sheriff. Okay. And he started off horrible. Now, I told you the story how Wade Phillips was like, guys, we played him his rookie year twice. I was in the same division as him, so I saw him every year, twice. Guys, good job. That year, his rookie year, or his second year, we had the number 1 defense. So we was on his head. Pause. So here we go. That was bad. So we going like this. Guys, good stuff. Got after him. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm glad we got after him right now because he's coming. The next year, they were 13-3. Be careful saying that your sorry-ass quarterback who's just starting for the first time is Peyton Manning. Because that's who Peyton Manning is. Okay? If Shedeur, I know where you're going, Shedeur or Jayden Daniels, whoever, they Peyton Manning, you can't even say Jayden Daniels is paid, man, because he balled his rookie year. So you can say Shedeur, we don't know if you're going to ball this year. Right now, you're a little below average, but we'll see. What is he, like 11? 15 of 36. Come on. 15 of 36, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Am I correct? That's a C minus, right? If not a D, that's a C minus. He could be Peyton Manning. Okay. That means next year he is 13-4, 14-3. Anybody taking them bets? Come on, y'all. So don't watch these comparisons. Because when you compare, it ain't just the circumstance, it's the player too. Right? Is Shedeur supposed to be Peyton Manning? Coming out of college, was he supposed to be Peyton Manning? Draft overall evaluators. Peyton Manning? Anybody? I'm just asking, because I ain't never heard that. Come on, y'all. Don't forget who the sheriff is. Oh, and now let's get to something we will never forget. Taylor Rooks, let's go.
I had sent, no exaggeration, 300 emails to like the news and sports directors of every CBS, Fox, NBC, ABC, in every market. I got 6 responses. I only ended up getting a job because I had done work with the Big Ten Network while I was in school, and they were filling in a new position at BTN Live, and they said, I think that you'd be perfect for this. So I was moving back home 2 days before they called me, and I ended up staying in Chicago to do that.
All right. Blah, blah, blah. I wonder if she gets tired of just everyone just saying, before I get into the work part and be professional, God, you beautiful. Like it is. Like, you know, when I was in super shape, people used to always, I'm for real. I got some pictures. I'll show you. When I was in super shape, I talked to a lady, whatever it is, the setting, whatever, and she'd be like, I just want to say, because I used to look like, you know, fat Michael Jordan, right? You know what I mean? Like at 260s, 270, with a little 6-pack and all that. Like she'd be like, just want to let you know you're very handsome. I'm like, yeah, all right. I wonder if Taylor Rooks get tired. Yeah, you fine. You beautiful. Yeah. All right, here's getting to the real. Here's the real. I love that she broke that down. Taylor Rooks broke down, dog, the persistence, what it takes to get there. As beautiful as she is, like your resume speaks for itself because look at you. Like that's your resume, right? Nah. It ain't even that easy for someone that beautiful. You got to put the work in. And she put that work in. It reminds me of like the experience that I had, and I'm going to break that down as well. But 300 emails, you get 6 responses. You got to go move here, navigate here, stay in this city longer, go home, and then that's how you get your gig. And then she parlayed that all the way to where she is right now, right? And she's hosting the studio show. Is that Amazon? Yeah, I think it's Amazon. So, you know, she had the podcast with Joy Taylor. She was like, nah. I don't know what you up to. She got out of that pretty clean too. You know, few people were talking about it like, wait a minute, didn't y'all have a podcast? But she's like, I got out of that before I knew. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. Maybe you knew before everybody knew, so you got out before we knew because you knew. You never know. But the point is she got out of that pretty clean. She said, I love you, Joy. You be my homegirl, but not my coworker. I smell it. It reminds me of 2 things. I just want to get 2 things off my chest and let you go on this topic. One, how I got into the game was real simple too. I had done too many interviews because I used to play and I talk a lot. So one day ESPN's like, hey, will you come up here and do the car wash? You know the car wash. Fly to Bristol and do all the shows. Oh, yeah. I'm like, damn, I'm retired. They still want to talk to me? I must have had a good career. Turns out I get there. And shout out to Amina Hussein. If y'all don't know what she is, she's a big-time exec. She's at Amazon right now. She's the head of talent for all the shows and stuff, so she basically brings all the people in. And she was there at ESPN, executive at the time, and she meets me at the airport. Actually, Carol Meyer, her assistant or another executive, meets me, and then we all have dinner at Cheesecake Factory. That's all I remember. We had the cheesecake, and Amina is a real one from Oakland. She just talking to real. She's like, look, hey, get some rest. Tomorrow, they're going to be looking at you. I was like, oh, really? I was like, damn, really? I was like, what's cracking? She was like, well, you're going to start on Mike and Mike, and then you're just going to do a bunch of shows, and, you know, something good could come from it. All right, I went to bed, woke up next morning, Mike and Mike. Now, at this time, I never knew what Mike and Mike was. Like I didn't know nothing. I was like, Mike and Mike? Okay, Mike Greenberg. I'm like, oh, Mike Golick, he played. Oh, I know Mike Golick. And we talking. I'm just doing me, just talking stories. And I was like, when I got off that show, my phone exploded. I was like, y'all watch? I was like, this is a radio show. Y'all watching this radio show? And they were like, dog, that's the biggest show there is. I was like, what? Mike and Mike? I'm thinking about like going on First Take, or at the time, no, it was cold pizza. Yeah, I'm thinking about cold pizza, and then I'm thinking about what was the other one they had? Like NFL Live. I'm thinking about that Sports Center. I'm like, everybody like, Mike and Mike. So the point is, it comes so many different ways how you get there. Just stay alive, survive. Stay alive, survive, and then thrive, okay? Stay into it. And one more thing that I loved about what she said is, when I was with the Chargers, this is a cheat sheet. When I was with the Chargers, we had that luncheon, that every year kickoff luncheon. All the CEOs in the area, all the sponsors and the brands and partners that we have, we'll all go into one big, one of the big halls at the hotel, and the ballroom, yeah. And then everyone gets a table, so it's like 4 or 5 execs, and then it's 1 player per table, right? So I'm at this table. LT's at that table. Drew Brees is at that table. Junior Seau, rest in peace, the late great, that table. Rodney Harrison, that table. Curtis Conway, that table. Tim Dwight, that table, right? We all have different tables. Now, there's a spirit in the room. We don't really want to be there, but it's a free food, free luncheon, and you get to meet other people. So what I learned early is to network smartly, like be smart with your networking. So what I would do is sit there and just talk to people. Like, look at this dude and his wife or his coworker, and just clown. We just joking. I'm like, they're like, how the NFL? I was like, how's it? How's the company? Shoot, what you doing? What's the P&Ls looking like, homie? I turn the tables on them, right? Give them some of that Columbia. And then we having fun. They're like, oh, we got to stay in touch with you. I was like, I love it. You have a card? And they give me the cards. This is what I did. My nizzles, my little cousins, fake cousins, but they really my cousins. See, my mama's gone. You could tell my mama gone down. Rest in peace. So now my nizzles, I would give them a bag of cards. All those cards. I was like, here's the email. Cut and paste, change the email address based on this card, change the name, send it. And it all said the same thing. Oh, it was great meeting you. Love the conversation. If you ever need anything from me, I'm here. Love to stay in touch with you. And also, if you want to come to a game, I have a couple tickets for you. Just reply, and I got you. They all replied. Every single person will reply, oh my God, amazing. You were such a great person. You ever need anything from us in the company or everything, whatever. We look forward to building a great partnership and relationship with the Chargers and you. And then only one person ever asked for tickets. So look at that. I paid my nizzles $100. That ain't nothing, to go right back to all these CEOs and execs, good things, and only one of them even asked for something back in return. But look at all those tremendous relationships. It helped build me up, helped me have a network, and it helped me get to my opportunities that were after playing ball. Just wanted to hit y'all with that. Everything ain't about no beef and no drama. Everything ain't about Draymond and K-Mart. You know what I'm saying? Nah, real spit. Let's see what y'all talking about in the comments before I get to this next topic. When is Thanksgiving? What we eating? Anybody eating something weird? Like anybody having tacos for, you know what I'm saying? Anybody having a sandwich? Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Oh, somebody gave me love, said I was way too clever for ESPN, period. Thank you, appreciate it. I don't believe that, but it was fun. No, I'm not too clever. Wiley versus Golick, Bruce Smith versus Reggie White debate. I still remember. Epic. Oh, yes. One of my strongest debates is when somebody tells me that Bruce Smith wasn't the greatest DN ever, and I'm like, I think I know too much for this topic. I mean, they literally have articles written, I was the next Bruce Smith. I am an utter failure. But, I was like, y'all need to take that down. But I studied the position, and I studied what Bruce Smith had to do and what he was asked to do and what he ended up doing. And then I saw the same, and I had to do the same with Reggie White, et cetera. This is no shot to the late, great Reggie White. But come on, y'all. A 3-4 defense, and you get 200 sacks? You playing over the center? You going all up and down that line? Okay, and then we get this last one, Terry Kilpatrick, just because he wants this out. Okay. Wiley, if Shedeur is below average, then where's Dylan Gabriel, who you said was a better quarterback? Dylan Gabriel was a better quarterback coming out of college. Don't believe me? He got drafted higher. Don't believe me? He went to the Heisman. He was a Heisman finalist. Say what you want. It's just that, okay? You ain't got nothing to say other than Shedeur got this and that. I was like, that ain't the same. Okay, trust me, you'd rather be drafted higher and be a Heisman finalist than not. So let's stop there. Preseason, Dylan Gabriel beat out Shedeur. You don't believe me? Watch the Rams game. Tell me if you've seen any game like that from Dillon Gabriel. So at the time, I was right. Coming out the draft and preseason. Now, Shedeur is better than Dillon Gabriel. I've seen, how many games from Dillon Gabriel? 6? And then I saw Shedeur in 1.5. Shedeur is better. Yeah, that's called being an evaluator. Like, your junior year may be different than your senior year. Like, saying Jayden Daniels was the man his rookie year is not the same as saying he's the man right now. He's a different man. C.J. Stroud's a different dude. Like, keep up with this. Stop trying to just be argumentative. Like, golly. And I'm getting a little sick and tired of all this unity we need in opinion. I don't have to agree, but you got to prove it to me. Okay? Simple as that. I'm not hating on Shedeur. Shedeur was not better than Dillon Gabriel until he got into the Raiders game. Then it was like, yeah, he is. You can say it after that first game, that half. I don't know. That ain't doing enough for me. But after the Raiders game, yeah. You think I'm like stuck in my opinion? You sound like you are. All right, so I had to get that off my chest. Okay, now let's get into this. What is Dan Hurley talking about? Y'all like college basketball? Well, Dan Hurley obviously does. He coaches UConn, but you know what? He says a lot of people don't like college basketball. That includes ESPN, FS1. And he says TNT is doing it the right way, but the rest of y'all sorry asses ain't talking about college basketball. He says TNT and True TV, I love what they're doing with college basketball. They've got legitimate studio shows. I think they're doing a great job covering this sport. They're talking to players post-game on the court, and I love how they're covering the game, okay? And then he's like, oh, well, they know that Fox is covering their game this weekend, and there's ESPN out there that always markets college basketball. And he's like, we just got to market it better. It's got to get covered more. It's got to get covered better. Morning talk shows should be talking about who's the current best team in the country. You can't take 10 minutes, 15 minutes with these morning talk shows on FS1 or ESPN. You can't take 10 minutes away from talking about the backup quarterback on the Lions. You don't want to talk about college basketball and some of the great players in this amazing freshman class? Get excited about college basketball before March Madness? It's like the fucking best sure. I love me some Dan Hurley. Dog, Dan Hurley is a funny dude. Because he is a coach who's like, oh, no. Don't get it twisted. I am a player who is coaching. He is a nut. But he ain't lying. What happened to college basketball? I don't even want to go long on this because there's no argument. What happened? I remember growing up, St. John's, Georgetown, let's go Warriors. I'm sitting here in L.A., don't even know where Georgetown is. It's like, is that a city? Is that I know it's a school. Is it a country? Like, what do they represent? What is Georgetown? And they playing St. John's. I'm like, damn, big-ass Catholic school. College Catholic schools? Where they do that at? Then I didn't know at the time Notre Dame was I was like, what? Notre Dame is a Catholic? What the? Then I ended up going to a Catholic school like a few years later. So I was like, oh, I get it now. I get it why y'all do it. These resources are different. So, oh, man. And Jerry Tarkanian eating the towel said, run. All he said was, run. Only thing he would do is he just chewing that towel. And then he go like this, run. Stacey Augman going up the field. Greg Anthony going up the court. Run. LMU, rest in peace. Oh, man. Hank Gathers in the run. Them suckers used to score like 160 points. Going hard in the paint. And I am sorry as it gets in basketball. I am an anti-stereotype. I am going against all stereotypes in basketball. I will always get picked first because I told you I used to look like Jordan, like a fat Jordan. Fat Michael Jordan coming on the court, and you're like, I got him. I'm 6'4", 260, and can run. I'm picked. Soon as that game ends, I am traded. They're like, damn, he's sorry. I was like, what do you expect? Like, this is why I hate stereotypes when they limit you, even though they're true. Black people know how to play basketball. Not all of us, though, right? Black people vote Democrat. Not all of us, though. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, why y'all mad at me? And then they get mad at me. Like, damn, you sorry. I was like, fool, I could have told you that. But your dumb ass, lazy ass, simple ass want to just go with the big black guy with the bald head. Oops. I suck at basketball, but I love college basketball growing up. Now, I could name you 2 players on the championship team. Oh, and I just met one about a month ago. Cool dude. All right, beat it up in the comments. I forget his name. He went to Florida, real light skin, and good. He in the NBA now. He was like a top pick too. Florida kid. Nice. I love that dude. I wanted to get a picture with him too. I was like, man, he working out. I'll leave that boy alone. Let that boy live. But dog, so good. So good. Now I can't stand it. Like I watch a game, I'm like, first of all, I'm like this. It's like watching a fight, like a boxing match, and you don't know who they are. You into it, but you're like, man, what the But when you know it's coming, Canelo, Terrence Crawford, Floyd, any fight Floyd had with somebody, But when it ain't, you're like, who? What? Who that? I'm watching these games now, I'm like, who? Now, it's getting better because my generation, their sons are playing, so that's fun. Like Carmelo Anthony's son, was Sion, he's out there, I see him. The Boozer twins, I see them. Who else? My boy Isaiah, shout out to Isaiah, he's the guard at Colorado. I think he's dropping 24 a game. This dude, I got to get out of here on this story. This dude, so y'all know Chris Johnson and y'all know Corey. All right, so Chris Johnson is a world-renowned trainer, him and Corey, Just Hoops out here in L.A. My son goes there, a bunch of kids go there. Anyway, you go there and get your game going. Matt Barnes sends his twins there. The number one player in the country, that guy that just transferred from Sherman Oaks, Notre Dame to Seattle up there. Insane. Like, you be seeing these dudes, you be like, God dang. Like, LeBron trains with him on down. Like, this is real. I'm in there, and I see this kid, and I'm like, wow, that's sick. And I'm like, all right, I go to a game. It was a Campbell Hall game. I go to the game, and I'm looking, and I'm sitting there with MJ, and we just looking, and I'm like, damn, this dude is insane. Undersized, but, I mean, setting traps, and with like IQ off the charts. And you know it's a high IQ when they say it for a black player, because they always be saying a high IQ for the white player. No, this little brother was, I mean, I am not, when I say I'm not lying to y'all, I don't even know who this kid is. I don't know. I'm watching the game because my godson is playing against him. He goes to Crossroads, and they got a squad now. They didn't have a squad then. Now they got a squad. They got this 6'10 dude. Oh, sick. This 6'10 dude on Crossroads is a sophomore, and he jumps out the gym. He jumped one time. His belly button was on the rim. I said, God dang, they're going to be sick. Anyway, so I'm watching this little kid just kill it. I'm just touching MJ. I'm like, dog, look at this. And he's like, he's pretty good. I was like, no, he's insane. Turns out his dad is Chris Johnson, the world-renowned trainer. Makes sense, right? At the dinner table, let's just say he's getting some game, some wisdom. So now you look at him. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Watch Colorado play and watch that guard. His name is Isaiah. Isaiah Johnson. I don't know if he's going pro. He should go pro. Obviously, he's going pro. I mean, he should. But I don't know how they trip on that size stuff. Like, I think he's 6'1". I don't know. I have not seen somebody lead a court like since Jason Kidd in high school or something crazy. Anyway, all right, beat up in the comments. What y'all talking about? Appreciate all the love. Y'all still rocking with me? Yeah, man, I don't just be talking. I be talking with some story. I love this. Jude said I should have went to law school. You know what? I didn't think that at the time in college, but now the way I look at conversations and arguments and debates and negotiations, because I always look at both sides, and people hate me. A lot of people hate me. Get off the fence. I was like, I ain't on the fence, fool. I'm on this side and that side. I get it. I've never been in an argument ever where I didn't understand where they were going or trying to go or what they were standing on. Now, I disagree, but I know what you're thinking. Get your ego out the way. Do you understand what they're trying to say? If you've ever been in a relationship, you get it. Even if you win the argument, they didn't lose. You just won. You don't want them to be a loser. You understand what they're saying. They just didn't say it well. Or it was a stupid point, but they tried to make it. But you get it. That's what language is. It's to convey message. It ain't to be some ticket that you understand. Like, shut up. So I always keep that mindset. People hate it, but oh well. People gonna hate you for everything. People hate that I got this little eye bump. Look at that little eye bump. You know you black and getting old when you get them little bumps. See, black don't crack, but it swells. Black don't crack, but it swells. Woo. Boy, you seen that girl that ran the 200 in high school? You seen her at the reunion? Black don't crack, but it swells. Let's talk about this. Erin Andrews is talking about all of the sacrifices you must make if you're gonna be an announcer. And We're going to talk about the backlash she got from saying this. This is crazy. Let's go.
This is what one of my first professors said. If you don't want to make $40,000 in your first job, get out. If you don't want to be told you need a nose job, get out. If you don't want to be divorced, get out. If you don't want to work holidays, get out. And I don't say it like that, but I say you got to love what you do, because I miss all holidays. I didn't get married till I was in my 40s. Not that that is going to be your route, but I live out of a suitcase. I miss a lot of stuff. I missed a lot of weddings. I miss a lot of events. You have to love it to get you through the fact I'm not going to be home for Thanksgiving next week, or Christmas is cut short.
Blah, blah, blah. And that beautiful, articulate soliloquy that we just heard from Erin Andrews, co-signed by Carissa Thompson, hey lady, was met with some backlash. How dare you sound like you're that high off the horse? I would give my left pinky to be you and miss all those things for that check you are getting. Which is crazy. But first, let's talk about what she's talking about before we talk about why y'all mad at what she said. She's talking about that real. I remember having an argument with Mike Tirico. Not an argument. It was in jest, but it was like we were saying our points. This was when I was doing studio shows. This was when Mike Tirico was doing what Mike Tirico's still doing, which is traveling the world doing events. And I saw him at the airport once, and we was like, oh, what's up? Yeah. And he was like, he tell me what he up to in his schedule, and I was telling him mine. And I was like, yeah, I just finished doing the show and I'm going home. And I was like, what are you up to? He's like, oh, I'm about to go to Turkey, and then I got to go to Germany and Japan, and then I'll be back. I go to Omaha, then I'll be in LA for a day. It's like, Mike, you like that? He's like, I love it. It's the best. I was like, really? I was like, what about home? What about family, kids, wife, all that? He's like, they get it. They understand. I was like, I bet they love that house too. He's laughing. So then we going back and forth. He's like, no, look. He's like, look, what you do, amazing. Studio, I love it too. He said, it just doesn't have the energy, the atmosphere. You're not there. And he ain't lying. Because whenever I go to a game, obviously I go to all the Charger games, Clipper games, season ticket holder. When I'm at the game, I'm like, it's therapy for me. One, it's energy and therapy. It's energy because I'm like, everybody here, let's go. We could lose our voice. And then your team do something. Last year, JC got an interception, ran right in front of me, threw the ball up to me. I caught it, dropped it. Everybody bum rush. I elbowed, chicken wings, got the ball back, gave it to my son. I'm about to cry right now. My son went to bed with that ball. Night, move the pillow, football. Thank you, Charger. It's insane when you there. When you there, you get all these opportunities and experiences, right? I get it. But man, damn. To get there, though, the game is at Sunday at 1 o'clock. Why am I here Friday night? Why am I leaving Sunday night or Monday morning? That's a lot. And that's just one. You got to do more. The bigger you are, the more you got to do. That's what Erin Andrews is talking about. She's like, dog, y'all don't understand. And look, they give you that big check to put you in that velvet coffin, they call it. The velvet coffin is, we killing you slowly. We know it, but it's so comfortable, ain't it? Right? So you in that velvet coffin just dying slowly. Like, oh, God, another 4 million, another 12 million. But, sometimes life gets in the way of living. And she has a great life, but she ain't living all the time the way she wants to. And that's the sacrifice she was talking about. Now let's talk about what y'all talking about, because everybody got mad at that. I shouldn't say everybody. I shouldn't be like the people I hate, which are absolutists, or people who talk in these big absolute terms, like my wife. Like my wife loves absolutes. I'm like, baby, God dang, not everybody. People, this is the Aisha Curry conversation. People get mad when you get paid a lot and complain. When people should understand, whether you're broke or rich, there's something to complain about. Now, I'm not a complainer. That doesn't mean I don't understand when people complain. Not everybody built like me. I'm not built like them, right? Not everybody is the same. So if someone's complaining, or worse, not even complaining, because I don't think Erin Andrews was complaining. She was explaining, it rhymes, explaining that to get that check, I got to give up some flesh, chunk of flesh. They take a chunk of flesh every time I get that big check. I don't know about that. You know what I would do if you got paid? No, I don't know what you would do, because you don't know what you would do, because you ain't put yourself in position to get this. Shut up. Stop acting like your life could be different if you lived a different life. Well, do something different. You act like I wasn't 6 years old like you. I hate when people do this. That's what I hate. Like, everybody ain't gonna go to the league. I get it. Everybody ain't gonna be Erin Andrews, an announcer. But you could be your best version where you ain't even looking at her and mad at what she doing. Now, are you doing that? We all was 6 years old. Take your ass to class and learn. Were you paying attention, or was the class babysitting you? Hate when I hear that. And then it turns into this big old loud conversation of, it ain't no opportunity. It ain't no chance. Ain't no way I could do that. I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I know in this world, if I want it to be, it is up to me. Now, everybody can't make the NBA. Everybody can't make the NFL. Everybody can't be Erin Andrews. Guess what I said, though? I said either I'm making the NFL or I'm going to be a school teacher. You think if I was a school teacher right now, I'd be over here talking about, I can't stand Marcellus Wiley. Always talking that shit. I feel like I love my life. So when you love your life, you start looking for other things to love. When you hate your life, you look for other stuff to hate. So stop telling on yourself, God dang it. All right, let's get into the next topic after I beat up these. Oh, this is my favorite topic. Not the best topic. Maybe it may be. This is just good. This is just good. Okay, let's see. Okay, gotcha. Some people talking. Oh, y'all talking to each other. All right. I'm about to go back to this comment. Jude, your husband calls me your YouTube boyfriend. I love smart people. Well, hey, what up, Jude? What up, girl? I hate to be rude, but tell your husband, tell that dude, you over here eating with that dude with the food in the Let me stop. Love. I love people that love people. I love it. That's it. Okay. Let's get into this. This, I got to show y'all right now. First of all, okay, this is the scene. I don't know if this high school or whatever, but this girl right here, white and gray goes so well together. She about to start something or finish something. I don't know. This looks like high school or even a JUCO or college. I don't know. Anyway, this is me. I am not her. I'm the one she's about to walk up to. And I love this. This is the best. Let's go.
You were talking shit about me? You talking shit? You talking shit? No, I wasn't. So why the fuck everybody say you talking shit? I don't know. Who asked him?
Give her a round of applause. Let's start it again. There's no better answer. Somebody's thinking on their feet. Lady in the gray and white, that matches so clean. Do not proceed. Do not proceed. When someone is that alert, that in tune in the moment, you just came and messed up her whole peaceful existence. She just walking with her backpack. She drops her backpack, immediately sensing alert. We have danger. And then you ask her a question and she gives you the best response, which is, I heard you talking shit about me. She says, oh, well, why don't you ask them? If you don't get up out of there, you about to get taxed. I done played too much football to know when that boy look like that, he ain't the one to run that, coach. You be like this, coach. Coach be like this, run it back. You be like, no, don't run at him. Oh, but she did.
You were talking shit about me? You talking shit? You talking shit? No, I wasn't. So why the fuck everybody say you talking shit? I don't know. Who asked him? Nobody was talking right now. What? You gonna do something?
No,
I'm not gonna do anything.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Nobody
Don't do
was
it.
talking about you. Who said that? Bitch, your friends. What the fuck?
I know I'm cutting this one up and I shouldn't do this. I'm just amazed. She wants nothing to do with this. She got on her Crocs. She's good. You got on your J's. Look like K's. I don't know if those are really Jordans, but whatever. You got them on. You good. You Gucci. Leave her. She had dropped her book. Her papers came out. That's how relaxed she was. The backpack is open. The backpack was open. It was unzipped. This girl don't want no problems. Why are you messing with her? Let's go back. All right, I won't cut it no more. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't notice that. Look at this little sniper. First of all, somebody filming this. Why don't y'all stop filming this and break this up before somebody get hurt? More important, watch your own girl. Watch your own girl. Hey, I get that phone. I got that.
What? You gonna do something?
Oh, God. It's about to go down. 3, 2. Oh, don't do the play it off. I'm about to hit your ass.
Bitch, your friends. How the fuck you talking shit about me, bitch?
You're wasting time. You're wasting time.
She hot.
Say I won't. Bitch.
No.
Okay, she swung first, but didn't really connect. Hit her head. Oh, you on your back. Oh, Joe Rogan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17. Till the police comes after 18, 19, 20, 20. You ain't even got one half. 20. I want the soundtrack in the background. 20 to half.
What? You gonna do something?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something to you, little girl. Here's the thing. Y'all know I'm not a fighter. And beautiful young lady who is on the wall, she's not a fighter either. She walking around school with her backpack unzipped. She ain't a fighter. She tried her best to escape every way other than running because she's not a fighter, but she's also not a punk. And I just found my kindred spirit. That girl right there, her and I knew each other in a past life. Because that exactly is who I am. That lady right there. Leave me alone. And when you come up to me, if you ask me a question, I'm going to have a great answer. Trust me, I'm no dummy. There's a lot of things I am, but one thing I'm not is a dummy. Okay? Now, you don't like these answers. Bye-bye. Go ask your friends. Go ask your crew. Go ask your circle. Go ask your followers. But leave me alone. Because if not, I'm going to put these words on your ass. Pause. I'm not putting no hands on you. You know I could do that. Don't think this NFL just stopped in the NFL. Don't do that. I'm not fighting you, though. I'm not fighting you. Don't swing either, because then I got to do what she did, which is defend myself. And that's not going to go well for you either. She won 20 to 0.5. 20 to half. My point is, leave me alone. Anybody out there that wants beef, and I got a lot of articulate beef, a lot of, here it comes. Who got beef? Oh God! Now she all preparing for these moments. Look! I told you my wife is the worst. They already know about you, baby. She coming here now. Look, she wearing her 4 season robe. Oh, whoa! Wait a minute, chill. I'm going to spin. Oh, okay. Get up out of here. You go stripping on camera. Let me kiss. Don't try to. No. Your 15 seconds up. We talking about this girl getting whooped. Bye. You about to spin for real again? Yeah, spin. 7 o'clock class? Yeah. Okay. Love you. Get it. My muscles bad. She is. She getting thicker again. I like it. I love it. My beautiful wife. She coming in here fresh. Tomorrow she gonna wear a Louis suit. She be like, oh, it's just going to the bathroom. So here we go. Oh my God. Oh man. So I'm looking at this girl and people be coming at me. I'm like, dog, let's keep these words. Keep this words. There's only been one person that wanted to catch a fade, they said, or something. Ryan Clark said that one time. And I was like, Ryan, don't think I'm a receiver going across the middle. I'm not that guy. I'm not that vulnerable. I'm not prey. I'm not fighting you, 1. But 2, that girl right there, my friend, I don't know what your name is. I'm going to just call you her, is me. Leave me alone. If not, listen to me. If not, all right, don't do no more, or you know what's going to happen. Let's beat it up in the comments. Oh, my God. My wife is stupid. She came in here. I look how fresh she looked. I was like, oh, shit. Then she tried to take it off. I was like, this ain't OnlyFans. Now, you keep acting up, you're going to be on OnlyFans, man. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to the comments. Oh, that dude is now a full-time gossiper. I am. I like gossip. I don't think that's a negative word because most of the world you experience is what you hear, right? Or somebody else's experiences. Y'all stupid. Like people be trying to dish you and give you a compliment. You're a gossiper. Whatever. I don't gossip, but I certainly will talk about others' experiences. I would talk about other people and other experiences. I talk about the same thing everyone talks about. Nouns. You know what a noun is? It's a person, a place, or a thing. Watch any show that you like that doesn't gossip. They don't gossip, right? This show doesn't gossip. Whatever show you're talking about. Now watch it and tell me if they talk about nouns. A person, place, or a thing. And if they do, they gossip. You ain't graduated. I know you didn't. You try to joke them jokes. Man, people don't get it. Come on, man. You got to get smart. At Clakey or whatever. Man, you don't get it. You don't understand how this world works. No show ever talks about nothing but nouns. They all do, right? Do I need a guest? Do I need a co-host to say, let's interview somebody? So if I do Club Shay Shay, is that gossip? Yeah. No? Oh, okay. Oh, if I do The View, is that gossip? Yeah. No? Oh, okay. If I do First Take, is that gossip? Yeah. No. Were they in the huddle with Dak? Were they with LeBron? See? So when you say that, you got to mean that. And if you mean that, you're going to end up like this. This is you. Marcellus, let's do this right quick. Hey, let's do this real quick. I'm going to have fun. Now you'll make me have some fun. I wonder if I could do it. Oh, dang it. I'm trying to find it. All right, well, hold on. I'm about to have some fun with you. I'm going to do this in my voice like you came up to me talking trash to me. When you're done, come take a video of me, please. Yes, okay. Oh, now this is grounds for divorce. She could have texted that, but see, it's unreal. All y'all who are dating someone, thinking about making them your fiance and then your wife, just stop there. Let me stop. Oh, God. I got to play this video for the people who hate me. All right, I got to do this. Y'all are her. Y'all are her. This is y'all, and I'm the girl on the wall. Let's go. Hey, Wiley, what's up? What's up? Hey, I heard you be talking that trash. You be on that show gossiping all the time. You just mad at everybody. What you talking about? What? I ain't saying nothing. What you talking about, big dog? I ain't saying nothing. Show me the clip. Just show me the clip. No. You heard what you said about me. You know what you say. You always talking about me. Stephen A. Smith. I'm Ryan Clark. You hate everybody. D.L. Hughley. I said what I said. I'm just talking about what y'all said. I play y'all video first. Oh, no. It's on. It's on. Oh, you really think that we ain't got the video? Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, dog. I played DN in the league. I was top 50 twice. Okay, I made the Pro Bowl. I'm an all-pro. I set contract money. Motherfucking you, dude. You know, I'm from Compton. You better get the fuck. I call the homies up right now in West Sea for Leah. You ain't get a hit on me, boy. Anything else? Oh my God, that is me. Oh man, that felt good to do. Whoop all y'all ass. Yes, I'm keeping pressure on y'all. All right, what's next? We got any more? I'm gonna keep the lives going. It's easier. It's easier. It's easier to do it this way. Let's go. Okay, this is my last one because this actually happened to me, and I just want to get this out. All right, at the end of the show, we be going everywhere. Let's go into this one. This is crazy. Watch this.
Oh my God.
Watch this.
Dude,
this happened to me before.
Shit.
Wow. First of all, I thought she was coming to holler. I was like, what she got on? What's cracking?
Why would you hit my car? You did that to the front of my fucking car.
Oh, yeah?
What's funny? That's my new fucking car.
Usually when you rear end people, that's not how this works. It's okay. I'm going to call the cops real quick. But yeah, you're saying that I hit you from behind.
No, you hit me in the front of it. Remember when I was at a red light, you went in front of me and hit my car.
Oh, yeah? Okay. That's cool. Probably move the car from thing and I'll call the cops for you.
And that's why you white people get all this fucking privilege with this nice ass car. How do you know? Bitch! So that's my new fucking car!
Look this.
So in that moment, she had us believing like, oh, damn. We don't know all the details. We're like, damn, she calling out privilege? How does it... She don't know how many poor white people there are, but whatever. White people get new cars, and she got a new car, so she feels like she's white, I guess. I don't know. White people just get cars that are nice, and you acting privileged, so you hit my car. It makes no sense, but maybe she's emotional. Let's go.
You are here, and she can't shoot.
Oops.
You see?
Yeah, we saw.
Where it went in, or where she drove into it? Or?
You look.
Watch
you
this.
were here,
that's his white car.
And
fresh.
she can't look.
Watch her.
You see?
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on, cuz. I don't know what that is. A Lamborghini or something? She crushed his Lamborghini and then blamed him and then wanted to blame racism, discrimination, privilege. Oh, my God, these people are weird out here today. Only reason I bring that up real quick, I remember I had a Rolls Royce. I would never do that again unless I had $1 billion. But nah, I had a Rolls Royce, right? Doing too much, just trying to impress girls. I won't even lie to y'all. It wasn't for the homies. Nope. It was for me to pull up and then what did that song say? You don't have to say a word. I had a Rolls Royce. So I remember. And then I'm getting off the freeway and I'm stopped. And this lady, was it a lady and a dude? Or two people walked by, and then all of a sudden, right there on my car, it stopped at the light, and I'm about to turn right. Like I'm not looking in front of me, but I'm stopped. And all of a sudden, back. I look, and the lady, or they think they both did it, but it was the lady I kept looking at, like, what? She was like, I was like, what just happened? And then it was like, what? And the lady was like, you hit me with your car. You hit me with your Rolls Royce. She told it out. You hit me with your Rolls Royce Phantom 2004. What? I was like, I'm like this guy. I'm like kind of giggling, kind of not. I'm like, ma'am, I didn't hit you. I'm stuck. I'm stopped at the light. What do you mean? And then the guy, yes, that's right. The guy comes back because she getting loud and everybody's sitting there. And then people kind of shaking their head. Kind of, you know, people like, nah, we all at the light. What you talking about? And then the guy comes. He's like, he comes to the window. He said, look, he said, hey, I make all this go away. I think he said $800. He said, for $800, I make this all go away. I was like, $800 go away? He was like, yeah. You ain't hit her, or did you hit her? I don't know. But $800, I make it go away. He was with her. I said, all right, big dog. I got you, big dog. I said, let me pull over to the right here. Right? He's like, oh, okay. Then they both walked to the curb waiting on me. Gone. They couldn't even get my license plate. You know why? Because, you know, especially me, I never put license plates on my cars. They were always new and had them that, like, it just said Rolls Royce. And then the back said, he probably looking for my plate. He's like, where are you going? Get his license. Rolls Royce. I get out of here, fool, trying to catch me slipping. Hell nah. Oh, man. Peace. All right, what's next? Do we have any more topics? Oh, we got one more. All right, somebody really wanted me to do this, and I get it. Someone wanted to know, is this stupid or is this funny? Like, doing this. And I was like, all right, I'll tackle it. Let's go.
It can't be because you're looking this way and then you get your back blew off because you didn't slide the protection in the right way. Hey. Those are all things. Whoa. Please. Give me grace. It was a football analogy.
Blah, blah, blah. All right, that's it. Paul's game. Everybody knows Dame Dash. Shout out to him. If he had trademarked this, he'd be a trillionaire right now. Shout out to Dame Dash, who is not broke. I just want to tell people this. I went trick-or-treating. One of my friends is his neighbor. Let me just tell you, my friend is very, very rich, and his wife is even richer. And then we doing trick-or-treating. They're like, oh, you know, Dame Dash lives here. And I went, it was like a year ago or so. Then we go to the door, ding, 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 ding. He opens the door. These little dogs is running out, and he's like, what's up? And he actually, this is real spit, he actually looks in the crowd. He's like, oh, hey, everybody, trick-or-treat the little kids. And he looked at me. He said, oh, what's up, big dog? How you doing? And I was like, hey, Dad, no. I felt all good. Then we talked for a few seconds and minutes or whatever. And that was it. So I just wanted to put that insert into the whole Dame Dash is broke conversation. I was like, I don't know about that. So Paul's game. I like it. Now, that doesn't mean I like everything that's smart, everything that's amazing, everything that's highbrow. I just like it. Why do I like it? Because it puts you on full alert to every word you're saying. Like the whole sexuality part and you messing with a dude and, oh, my God, I caught you. You may be telling me you really gay. And it ain't that. I don't think it's that deep for anybody. It's just, dog, what are you saying? Are you saying what you saying? Did you say what you say? You just got your back blew out? Like what? I can't even say it without laughing. So on the rocks, we do it all the time because Blaze, it's a New York thing that got out of control. Like them Harlem dudes, them told the Queens dudes and the New York knows. And now in LA, you can't go nowhere. To the point where Donald Penn, who's a coach, Calabasas High School, he said his kids won't let him get through a game plan without saying pause. You know what I mean? It's just going down like that. And I have not heard an intelligent retort to why you shouldn't like it, other than it's silly or immature. Yeah. Also, watching a game of big dudes run around and hit each other for 3 hours can be seen as silly and immature. You know what I mean? Why are you watching it and not taking care of your kids? Why are your boys running around? They want to play football in the backyard. Instead, you giving 12 hours to a TV and your phone as you check your damn prop bets. That could be seen and deemed as silly and immature. So, whatever. I just wanted to get into it. I like it. I like Paul's game. Call me whatever you want. I also like the Transformers. I also like tacos with ketchup, and I hope I have some today for Thanksgiving. Okay, Thanksgiving ain't got to be old dry turkey. It ain't got to be just ham. It ain't got to just be stuffing. Hams, greens, beans, seeds, potatoes. It ain't got to be all that. It can be tacos with ketchup. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Hope y'all have an amazing Thanksgiving and on the real. Everybody have a great one out there. These lives are going to continue to go. When I wake up, if I can, I will. Okay, simple as that. And let me look in these comments. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody asked a question I didn't answer. Most 9905. You better type fast, boy, because I don't know where that question is. Let me see. You better hurry up. Everybody else, have an amazing day. Yep, can't find your question, big dog. I'll do it for the next show. Love you guys. Have a great one. Let's rock together. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using VINIA? Oh, my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to VINIA.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without VINIA, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have VINIA. You can too. So make sure you use VINIA in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad. I don't care if you're a coach or chauffeur like me. All the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to VINIA.com/Marcellus, Marcellus10 for the discount code, and you will get 10% off. That's VINIA.com/Marcellus. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I think the
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.